Alright guys, so seeing as I've just spawned into the game, I want to tell you guys something that's going to play a major part in how I rank the characters in this tier list, okay? So when you spawn in game, you're going to be in this little hub area, right? So from here, you want to go over to this Broly dummy right here, and you're going to want to step on this red icon, and it's going to automatically teleport you to the hyperbolic time tamer. So as we're here, you can test out a bunch of different moves, and one thing I really need you to do is go over here and click settings. And when you click settings, you're going to see these options. So I want you to enable iframe viewers. So if it has the X mark over it, that means you've enabled it, right? So what this does is it actually lets you see what moves have certain iframes. Now, if you don't know what iframes are, let me explain it to you, okay? Iframes are basically frames in which you cannot be hit or your character can't be hit or damaged, right? So for example, if I press Q, I think most characters dashes actually has iframes. So if you press Q, you dash and it says invincible over your character's icon, right? So invincible, that means you can't be hit or damaged while you're in that frame. So a lot of characters in this game have iframes, and the really good characters have a lot of iframes, or they might have a lot of big AoE attacks that have iframes, okay? So I kind of ranked this tier list thinking of iframes and AoEs mixed in with how much damage certain characters do, and also their ranking, such as their 6-star, 5-star, 4-star, etc. So keep that in mind throughout the entire video. So as you guys can see, I have all the characters in the game on the tier list right here, and seeing as Ichigo is the first one and I have Ichigo right here, I'm gonna show you guys just a quick example of what I mean, okay? So I had actually put Ichigo in the section, you feel me? And the reason I did that is simply because he doesn't really have any iframe moves, and he really doesn't have any big AoE attacks either. So let me show you guys real quick. This is the only character I'm going to use this example for, just so you guys can get the gist of it. So like I said earlier, if a move has iframes, it's going to show invincible over your character like this. So if we go through all of Ichigo's moves, the first one gets Suga Tensho, nothing. Second one gets Zangetsu Rush, nothing. Third one, Multi Slash, nothing. I think maybe the fourth one had, no, the fourth one didn't have anything. So Ichigo doesn't have any iframes or any really decent AoE attacks. He has some decent moves, that's why I kind of put him in the S section, because he's alright, but it's not like he's anything special. Alright, so now that you guys get the basic gist of it, I'm just gonna go through this entire tier list. I have the finished tier list on my right side, so if I keep looking towards this direction, just know I'm trying to remember where I put certain characters, because I also put them in order from like the strongest in each tier to the weakest, if that makes sense. So now moving on to Tien, I'd actually put him in the dog water category simply because he doesn't really have any iframe moves, but the moves that he does have are actually pretty good because they are really big AoEs, like I said earlier, nice AoE attacks, and also they do semi-decent damage, but it's just the fact that he doesn't really have any iframe moves, so he's gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta stay in dog water, and he's a 2-star, so you know what I'm saying. Yeah, moving on to Krillin. Okay, Krillin, same thing, except Krillin is actually the highest ranked dog water character, okay, only because I think every single one of his moves actually have iframes, and the moves are decent themselves too, but yeah, every single one of his moves have iframes, so it's, you know what I'm saying, if you get Krillin, he's not as bad as you might think, you feel me? He's actually pretty decent. So now moving on to Piccolo. Now Piccolo, I think I'd actually put him in the mid category, okay, because Piccolo, he has big AoEs, but only one of his moves actually has iframes, and that's at the last move, the special beam cannon move, that has iframes, but the other two moves don't, but they have really big AoEs, like I said, so they're pretty good if you're getting ganked by a bunch of mobs and you just want to get them off you. So yeah, Piccolo is definitely really good. Now moving on to Raditz. Okay, Raditz is yeah, I'm just gonna have to put him in dog water simply because, okay, simply because my man only has 2 moves in the entire game, and neither of them have iframes. And yeah, the 2 moves are ass, so he's going in dog water. I really should put him in complete trash, but complete trash is like another league of its own, you feel me? It's literally, oh my god, I can't even describe. Actually, speaking of complete trash, this one right here, we have a random mist ninja. Yeah, he is literally complete trash, because all the ones I put in complete trash either have 1 move or no moves at all, okay? So you literally just have M1s and 1 move with this. So this random Mist Ninja's moves actually just throws a bunch of ninja kunais at you, and again, not really that much damage, so it's kind of ass, but also he only has 1 move, so like he's just useless, you feel me? He's just useless. So now moving on to Kakashi, I'd actually put Kakashi in the mid category, and he's actually behind Piccolo because Kakashi's moveset in the game is not that great. It's alright. He has 1 iframe move, which is the Raikiri or the Lightning Blade. Again, it's alright, but like, you know, Piccolo, like I said, he has really nice AoEs, regardless of him not having that many iframes in them. He's a 3-star, so he's 1 star lower than Kakashi, but his moves are just a little bit better than Kakashi's, and like I said, big AoEs. Alright, moving on to Axehead Morgan. Okay, this guy is completely dog water. He's gonna stay in this dog water category. I'm sick of it, okay? He's staying right here. Neither of his moves have iframes, so that's one thing, and also he only has 2 moves, so he's a similar tier as Raditz. He only has 2 moves, and they're both ass. Next, I'm actually gonna save the 6 stars for last because those are obviously the best ones, you feel me? So I'm gonna save Mihawk right there. Next up, we got another fodder character, which is this random ninja from the Leaf Village. I forgot his name. He was in Naruto Part 1. Again, he only has one move. It's like a bunch of shurikens move. It's just it's ass, okay? It's not that good, okay? All right, so moving on, we got Goku. So I'm gonna put Goku in the egg category as well, but he is a bit above Ichigo simply because this Goku has one iframe move, which is his Kamehameha. Not much else to say about that. I mean, that's really it. He has Kamehameha. He has some Kaioken like dash move, and yeah, I mean, yeah, it's what you'd expect from a 3-star, I guess. All right, so now we got Sanji, and you might be surprised where I put Sanji. Sanji's actually in the good category simply because he has 4 moves, and every single one of them got iframes, okay? Are you guys noticing a trend here? Iframes, AoE. It's, you know what I'm saying? That's how we scale in these tier lists today, okay? So yeah, Sanji has really good AoE moves. It's not really like super big range, but it's decent AoE, and they all have iframes except for one. I think the last one doesn't, but either way, it's he's really good in the game. So yeah, next up we got Napa. Now Napa was actually kind of alright. I don't think he had any iframe moves, but he did have a lot of AoE moves, or one of his moves was a really good AoE move, and then the first one was kind of just like a big beam. So I think I put Napa in the mid category. Yeah, so I put him in mid. He's in last place at mid though. Like, he could definitely be an F, but I'll put him in mid just because them AoEs looking kind of nice, you feel me? All right, next up, Minato. Oh, like I said, I'm saving these for last because these are the best ones. So I forgot this guy. He was in One Piece. Like, he's just some fodder, random like pirate. Either way, I'm putting this guy in dog water. I think his moves, like, he had one missed move that could get out of combos and stuff, so you could kind of run away. It was an alright move, but it has nothing, you know, it's not really that great. It's pretty ass. He has like 2 other moves, and I can't even remember those. So yeah, now moving on to Zabuza. I put Zabuza in good, right above Sanji. So Zabuza actually only has one iframe move, but all of his moves are just nice AoE, so he gotta be in the good tier, you feel me? He gotta be in the good tier, and the damage he does is alright as well. So yeah, he's in the good tier for sure. Next up, Gara, straight up to good as well. He only has about 1 or 2 iframe moves, but he's also just really good, especially his Sand Tsunami move. It is super good for being a 4-star. Like, he doesn't even matter if his other 2 moves don't have iframes, because that one move that he does have is insane. It's perfect. So all right, so now moving on to Luffy. I'm gonna put him in eh. He's gonna be above everyone else at ad just because all of his moves have infinite frames. So he's literally just, I thought he was trash at first, and then I noticed every single move he had was iframes, and I was like, oh snap. And it's a little bit of AoE, but it's like mid-range, I would say. But the iframes, you can never go wrong with iframes. Next up, Naruto. Oh yeah, this guy is going straight into dog water. I'm pretty sure this Naruto had no infinite frame moves or really any AoEs, so yeah, he's just going straight into dog water. Next up, we got this random One Piece bandit. Yeah, complete trash, absolutely trash. This is the guy I was saying that had no moves at all. He just has no moves. All you guys M1s with this guy, just don't even bother. Next up, we got Vegeta. You feel me? Vegeta, he's in the good category, okay? Just because, again, the AoEs in that, and also, you feel me, he got really nice damage on his attacks as well, especially when you level him up. So yeah, Vegeta's he's in the good category. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, we got Usopp, and nah, he's going in dog water, okay? Just because he only has one move, and the one move he has just runs into the enemies, knocking them back, and it's cheeks. It doesn't do damage. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of an AoE because it hits multiple enemies at once, so you can hit a lot of people with it, but no, it's dog water, okay? Next up, we got, I forgot this guy's name. Oh my god, he's from Bleach. I forgot his name. He's like the arrow guy, the Quincy one, and yeah, he's definitely in the mid or the good category. I would say he's in mid, but high tier of mid. One of the only reasons why I didn't actually put him in good is simply because none of his moves have iframes, but he's really nice because if you click right mouse button, you can just spam arrows at your enemy. Like, you can literally just stand back and spam arrows from so far away. It's so toxic, bro. Especially if PvP comes out, it's so toxic. It has no cooldown, barely any cooldown. It's just, bro, you can literally spam it. But if it had any iframe moves or like, oh my god, it would be so nice. But it has decent AoE, so yeah, definitely the top part of mid tier. Moving on, we got what's the guy for? Oh my god, bro, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting the Bleach characters' names. I think his name is Chad, right? It was Chad. Yeah, he's dog water. He's dog water. I don't know what you wanted me to say. He's dog water. He only has 2 moves, nice AoEs, no iframes, trash. All right, moving on, we got Kid Gohan, trash. Okay, well actually he's definitely in like the middle of dog water simply because his moves are nice. Like the moves themselves are all pretty nice, they're pretty solid. He just doesn't have iframes. So simply because of that, he's gonna have to stay in dog water. All right, so now moving on to Zorro. Zorro's actually gonna be in the mid category. I want to put him in good, but he's gonna have to stay in the mid category just because, okay, now listen, hear me out. A lot of his moves, I think 3 of his moves are actually iframes, but he just doesn't do that much damage. So maybe if they buff his damage a little bit, he's instantly going up in the good tier in my opinion. But until then, he's just gonna be a really good character, but not on that level, you feel me? He's just gonna stay right there. So now we got Yamcha. Okay, now Yamcha is not as bad as you would think. He's still dog water, but he's not as bad as you would think. He's actually, you know, he has some pretty solid moves as well. I think he has 1 iframe move, but unfortunately he just doesn't compare to the rest of this marvelous list so far. So we're gonna move on to this random marine soldier going straight to complete trash, because he is indeed complete trash. He has 1 move again, and with that 1 move, it takes so long to actually reload because he shoots a gun. So it takes so long to reload the gun that you'll just get caught in enemy combos. So it's useless, bro. It's so useless. It has a lot of end lag, so it's trash. So next up we got Kid Sasuke, and he's also going in the dog water category, okay? Just because I actually did have him in the category, but now that I look back at it, he didn't have any iframes, and his moves were all trash in my opinion. Like they were just kind of bad. Like Kid Naruto's moves is actually a lot better than Kid Sasuke, because like, yeah, I don't know, the Kid Sasuke is kind of cheap. So now, okay, we got Master Roshi. Okay, now Master Roshi, okay, he was actually put in the dog water category, but he was actually one of the top dog waters, okay, because most of his moves had iframes. Okay, wow, big shock. Iframes, yes. And he also had 1 AoE. It was just a Kamehameha, and yeah, I think that was the iframe move, but I think there was another one as well actually. And so with that being said, he's still dog water, but high tier got dog water, you feel me? All right, now all we have left are the legendaries. Okay, now they're all obviously going up into S tier. We already know this. Okay, they're all going up into S tier, okay, because they all have pretty good iframes and they all have really good AoEs, especially Broly. Broly has the best AoEs, or one of the best AoEs in the game, because he can literally just spam these big explosions and it just destroys everything. It makes missions so easy, especially if there's multiple Brolys in game, right? So Broly's definitely S tier. Minato as well, he's right behind Broly. I actually prefer using Minato over Broly, but just because Broly's AoEs are just that crazy, he's gonna have to be above Minato. But Minato's moveset, in my opinion, is actually a lot better than Broly's. He's a lot more versatile. He can do a lot more things. He does pretty decent damage as well. So like, yeah, Minato is definitely up there. Also Mihawk and Urahara, same thing, just nice AoEs, nice iframes. Mwah. I don't actually have them in game, so I didn't really get to test them out as much as I would like, but I've still seen them. I've seen how they work, and yeah, they work pretty similar. So yeah, so this tier list right here is actually the finished one, where I've actually put everything in a nice little organized line from strongest to weakest. So as you guys can see, S tier, Broly, Minato, Urahara, Mihawk, okay? And then same thing with the good, mid, dog water, and complete trash tiers, okay? It's all in my personal opinion. If you guys get to test out all these characters, let me know what you guys think of it down below. Do you guys agree with the tier list? Do you disagree with it? Let me know. With all that being said, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out.